Ever since their initial release, Spyrals have been a deck of perpetual disappointment, from the teaser about Spiral Super Agent being able to beat Stratos in a bar fight, meaning that it had 1900 attack, to the random abundance of off-theme support such as Charming Resort Staff and Spy Gal Misty. I mean, Spy Gal Misty especially caused a hatred of the letter G. So with Maximum Crisis being the last support set for Spyrals, I wanted to see if this would be a continuing theme. So over the next week I'll be talking about the 4 cards that are going to be released in the set, and finishing off with a review of the deck and saying whether or not I think it'll be relevant after Maximum Crisis. I mean, it has seen some meta play with Zodiac Spyrals, but let's see if it will be playable as its own deck. So the first bit of support that got leaked accidentally, a little bit early, was Spiral Sleeper. Now you've probably all read this effect, but if you haven't, it is a level 8 Light Fiend monster with 2800 attack and 1200 defense. It cannot be normal summoned or set, and must first be special summoned from the hand by banishing 3 Spiral cards from the graveyard, and cannot be special summoned any other ways. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can target 1 Spiral card you control, and up to 2 cards your opponent controls, and destroy them. If this card on the field is destroyed by battle or by card effect and sent to the graveyard, destroy as many cards as you control as possible, and if you do, special summon 1 Spiral Super Agent from your hand, deck, or graveyard. So this is meant to be sort of a main deck boss monster for the deck by the looks of it. It has the highest attack of any Spiral monster, and is a special summonable boss monster looking thing, sort of like a dad, but not. And this had a lot of people kind of excited, but at the same time kind of disappointed, because Spyrals aren't really known for getting a lot of cards to the graveyard very quickly, and if they do, they're normally shuffled away by Resort, because Resort shuffles away during the end phase. So it is a really good card by itself. I mean, it's quick destruction, so it's sort of like a Scrap Dragon Dryden supercharged thing, but its floating effect is kind of lackluster, because if you have a lot of back row set trying to stop your opponent and they blow this up, you basically lose all of your back row and are forced into a super agent which will have 1900 attack. So not the best thing to float into, but it's kind of good for the archetype. I mean, it's nice to have that extra push of damage available, and the fact that it's a quick Scrap Dragon is really nice. I mean, Dryden, as you probably seen from the meta, is a very potent control card just because it's quick destruction. So this is not terrible, but kind of not what the deck needed. So people will then start pinning their hopes on the other 3 cards, which consist of 2 gears and a mission. The mission will be a trap card. 1 gear is a monster, 1 gear will be a spell. So let's look at the Spiral that was revealed today, and that is the monster gear, Spiral Gear Last Resort. It's a level 4 machine with 1000 attack and 1000 defense. And its effect is you can target 1 Spiral monster you control, equip this monster from your hand or field to that target. While this card is equipped to a monster by this effect, the equipped monster cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects. Also, your opponent cannot target it with card effects. Once per turn, if this card is equipped to a monster by this effect, you can send 1 other card you control to the graveyard. The equipped monster can attack directly this turn. So again, this is a weird one because it's not really what the deck needed, because Spirals already have continuous targeting protection from Spiral Resort. Not Last Resort, the actual field spell. So it's a bit weird that they sort of went all in with the protection effects, because, well, it's nice in a way because it protects from stuff that Resort doesn't, and Resort protects Last Resort, so it's like a double layer of protection. But again, it's sort of a bit strange that you're going really hard on with the protection. I mean, it will be definitely run because it is a very good protection card, but will it be run at 3? Probably not, because I mean, the protection's nice, and the ability to attack directly with a drone boosted agent is nice. People are worried about OTKs with this card. I mean, it could do, because there's nothing really that even Zodiac can throw out, even with the 60 card variants, because this protects from snow, it protects from Dryden, protects from all sorts of things really. So if they have a field full of monsters, you can just drone boost a agent and attack directly if you have something else to send with it. So you could have a Resort and send the Resort, but you probably want to do that unless you can OTK, because obviously Resort gets you a plus every turn, and getting rid of it early would be kind of a waste. It's kind of a weird one. I mean, the attack directly effect could work with the missions, especially Assault, because if you activate Assault, summon an agent, pop a card, get a draw, equip it with a Last Resort, and then you can send the mission to attack directly with the agent, and then you can banish the Assault from the graveyard to special summon a Spiral from your hand and sort of combo from there and like get a big play going, which is kind of nice, but again, kind of a waste of Assault's plussing power potentially, because obviously once per turn draw is nice, but I mean it could potentially work well with Spiral Mission Recapture because you can just send whatever you steal with it to the grave and it sort of makes use of it, because before now Spyrals didn't really have a way to profit off of recapture very much because, well, they could exceed for rank 4s I guess, but it's not really an extra deck focused archetype. You kind of really need a super agent out on the field at all times because the deck kind of revolves around it. So could be a way to work with recapture, but still, it's still kind of disappointing for a lot of people. A lot of people are wanting something a bit more from it. So really the hub of the archetype as a whole rests on the final spell and trap card from the set, and I'll be making a video about whatever gets revealed first on Tuesday. I think it'll be revealed because there's another poll on Monday to see what order they want the other two to be revealed in, and then the final one on Wednesday, and at that point I'll talk about the archetype as a whole and where it stands in the meta. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this guys, and if you did, please like, favourite, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you later.